Hey friends, God bless you. It's Kevin here. Hope you're doing well. I felt led to come on and share a quick prophetic word that the Lord gave me through one of our recent prayer sets on Saturday morning. And I feel like as we're going through this season, the holiday season of the remaining 2023, and of course, anticipating 2024, there's a lot of great expectation I can sense that's stirring the atmosphere. And one key thing to access and tap in to what the Lord's doing, the manifestation of His glory and presence, is our faith. It's our faith. And I think along with that, I believe the Lord is speaking for those who has been faithful to keeping His command, has been very obedient to Him, even out of great sacrifice, great cost they paid. For those who are keeping His covenant. And I feel the Lord is going to redeem your prime because He is a covenant keeping God. And this prophetic word came through recently through one of my personal encounters of a couple weeks ago, actually. So this is an interesting story, but the Lord spoke to me out of this. And I believe this is actually not just for me, but the Lord's going to do this for many other folks. That recently, actually, I purchased a Jordan 11. For Jordan 11 is one of the most iconic, most popular Jordan shoes of all time. And they don't release it every year because these are released originally over 20 years ago. And I know they were released a new Jordan 11, a retro version of it this year, about over a month ago. Now I was debating, should I purchase it? It is kind of expensive. So I was praying about it. I purchased, all my major purchase decision, even in this case, the shoes, I take it to the Lord and ask the Lord. And I felt the Lord give me a green light to purchase the shoes. And I have not owned a pair of Jordan 11 since my college days. It originally came out during my college days. And back in the days, I was a fairly good basketball player, right? I can hang with the collegiate guys in terms of, playing capability and skill set, etc. I typically playing point and shooting guard positions. And that was one of my favorite shoes to play in back in the day, back in when I was in college with the Jordan 11s. And the shoes is long gone since then, right? I don't even know what happened to them. Was stolen by my friends or lost or etc. And so when they came again this time around, and I just felt this prompting to acquire the shoes. And the last time they released the shoes was back in 2018. So that again, this is several years ago since they released the shoes. So long story short, the date of the release was on a Saturday morning. I was waiting in the application to purchase it because that's the most they recommend. That's the best way to do it. So I had the app pull up, ready to order. And you couldn't pre-order it, right? This is not nothing you could do. When you release at a certain time, that's when they release the availability to the consumers. So at exactly 10 o'clock, that's when the shoes was dropping in the app. And then I purchased it. I went through all the prompt, verification of my profile, make sure my payment is verified and secured, right? The ability to purchase. And all of a sudden, I saw it were pending. I'm like, maybe the application got stuck in the processing. I was like, I need to refresh. So I refreshed the app again, and it still says pending. Then I get a notification, like a prompt, saying, hey, now you're in line. So I thought I was purchasing it, but so I didn't know that. I didn't go through this process before. So now I was waiting in line based on availability of what the size I choose, so I can purchase the shoes. So I want to pause here for a second because I feel a lot of us have been waiting on the Lord. A lot of us been waiting faithfully, keeping His covenant, obeying Him, even at a great sacrifice. And we become so weary at times, just like, Lord, where are you? Where is going on out of all of this situation? And when you sense, sometimes some of you really sense in your spirit, say breakthrough's about to happen, but it feel like you couldn't get over this hump. Right? Literally, you feel like the breakthrough, you're at the precipice of a breakthrough, just like inches away, but you're stuck, right? Before you get into the end zone, just like right at the 1 yard line, so to speak, before the end zone. I'm using a football analogy here. And in this experience, this is similar to this. So at the end, I didn't know. And now I have to, once I click order, now I'm in the pending queue to wait upon availability. I was like, wow, I don't know if I can get it or not, right? At this point. Remember, people globally want to purchase the shoe. It's highly sought after, probably the most sought after, one of the most sought after Jordan of all time, right? And so I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And that morning, we also was volunteer for the Christmas food drive for the food bank. So we were sorting, packing, to distribution to all the needs in the family. So I feel like there's a key and prophetic message in itself. Then, so I was like, let me go back to work. So I was volunteering or packing and doing the food. There's a bunch of volunteers there. And then about maybe 20, 30 minutes later, roughly, I got a notification, like a buzz on my phone. And I looked at it, I was checking. It said, congratulations, Kevin. You have acquired the Jordan 11 and it's on the way. You have acquired the Jordan 11 and it's on the way to you. And then the Lord suddenly told me, while I was working, volunteering, the Lord told me, son, the reason why I'm allowing you to purchase that shoes, just like during that time when you originally had that shoes back in college day, it was your prime, right? He was mentioning basketball was part of the prime of your life, right? Your peak of your performance in terms of how you're playing basketball. I am going to redeem your prime. Your former, your latter days shall be much greater than your former. Your latter days shall be much greater than your former. I'm redeeming your prime. And I feel like this is a prophetic word for many today, right now. For those who've been faithful, serving the Lord. For those who are keeping his covenant. That you're really walking out the obedience better than sacrifice. The Lord is going to redeem your prime. I really feel the breakthrough and the blessing is literally on its way. On its way. So do not give up. For those who feel like you be stuck in this 1 yard line right before the end zone, do not give up. Do not relent. Hold your position. Rest upon the Lord. Posture. Continue seeking the Lord. Continue resting him. Continue obey in that secret places of the Lord. And watch what the Lord has in store for you. And I just, again, want to really reiterate that we really believe the blessing, the breakthrough is on the way to you. He is going to redeem your prime. I hope this bless you, beloved. And as always, take the word to the Lord. Pray, even fast regarding it. That whatever the Lord promised you, that you will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And I will see you next time. And God bless. Bye-bye.